And it came to pass in the land of Los Angeles that a great consuming fire did rage mightily, devouring homes and smiting the land with devastation. Yea, 16 souls were lost, and the number of the missing did multiply as the winds howled through the mountains. And the scribes of the weather service spake unto the people, saying, Behold, the red flags are raised, and the wrath of the Santa Ana shall descend upon thee, with winds of 50 miles per hour, and gusts in the high places shall reach 70, yea, even unto 113. Then the people cried out in despair, saying, Who shall deliver us from this fiery scourge, and who shall shield us from the fury of these winds? And in those days rose Anthony of Morone, chief among the firekeepers, who declared before the assembly, Fear not, for 70 water chariots have come unto us, laden with that which quencheth the flames. And he spake further, We are girded and prepared for the wind that cometh. Lo, we have cast forth fire retardant from the wings of the great metal eagles, that a barrier might stand upon the hillsides to stay the flames. Yet the meteorologist, Rich of Thompson, did warn the congregation, saying, Harden thy hearts, for the Santa Ana winds are as a tempest sent to test the resolve of men. The air is dry as the bones of the desert, and the brush crackleth like kindling. The most fearsome day shall be upon thee on Tuesday. And the people did murmur among themselves, saying, The hills are aflame, and the valleys are as an oven. Wherefore shall we find respite? Then did the elders of the fire brigades gird themselves for battle, their faces set as flint. And they marched forth with their hoses and axes, saying, We shall not rest, neither shall we sleep, until the inferno is quenched, and the smoke ceaseth to rise. And the winds did blow fiercely, and the flames licked at the heavens, as though seeking to devour the sun itself. The people fled to the shelters, clutching their children and their pets, lamenting their lost possessions. But lo, among the smoke and ash, the firefighters stood as warriors, their garments singed and their faces smeared with soot, yet their spirits unbroken. And they declared, Though the fire may rage and the winds may howl, we shall prevail. And it was written that the wrath of the Santa Ana shall pass, and the rain shall one day come to heal the scorched earth. Yet the memory of the fire shall remain, a testament to the strength and folly of man. For some said, The brush hath been left untended, and the land hath been made ripe for fire by the hand of man. And others spake, This is the judgment of nature upon us for our excess and neglect. And thus the land of Los Angeles remained under a cloud of smoke, and the people awaited the winds passing, praying for deliverance and promising, as they always did, to do better next time. But lo, even as the fire waned, another crisis loomed, for the land of Los Angeles knew not the meaning of peace. And it came to pass on the 7th day of the fire's wrath that the people of Los Angeles did dwell in great fear and trembling. They did pack their go-bags with haste, laying hold of their vital scrolls, their treasures of family memories, and all that could be carried upon their backs. From Pasadena unto Malibu, the land was filled with the bitter lament of those who feared the waters of life had been corrupted. Behold, the elders of the land did proclaim, Boil thy waters, or turn unto bottles, lest ye drink the fire's residue. And lo, the multitudes did fix their gaze upon the Watch Duty app, that prophet of fire, whose pixelated visions foretold the movements of the inferno. For the winds were said to rise again, their tempests, threatening to drive the flames unto the hearths and homes of the people. The city of angels was as a land under siege. Streets once teeming with life stood desolate, and the voice of the freeway Interstate 405 was silenced, its veins empty save for the fleeing and the watchmen. In those days, Maria Wang, aged 67, did lift her voice and say, Never have my eyes beheld destruction such as this in all my years of dwelling in this city. And her words were carried to the ears of the shelter's inhabitants, who nodded in solemn agreement. 2 fires did rage uncontained, as wild beasts roaming the hills, their tongues of flame devouring all in their path. More than 100,000 souls were displaced, scattered like chaff before the wind. And the neighbouring land of Orange, 30 miles distant, did open its inns and shelters unto the exiles. Yet these places overflowed, and many were left to dwell in their cars or tents, their hearts heavy with despair. The death count stood at 16, though the scribes and officers of the Los Angeles police did proclaim, "We seek still among the ashes for those who are lost." Yea, even the dogs of the K9 unit, trained in the scent of mortality, did wander through the smouldering ruins. And the hearts of the people were burdened, for they knew not what the morrow would bring. Some murmured against the leaders of the land, saying, "Why were the brushlands left untended and the waters unguarded? Surely this calamity is born of neglect." But others spake more solemnly, saying, "Nay, this is the way of the earth, whose wrath is kindled by the works of man. Have we not warmed the air and dried the ground with our ceaseless toil and smoke?" Yet amidst the chaos, there were those who laboured unceasingly, the firefighters who bore the heat of battle upon their brows, the volunteers who brought bread and water to the displaced, and the healers who tended to burns and soot-filled lungs. And the people, though scattered and afraid, clung to hope, saying, "The fires shall pass, and the rains shall come, and we shall rebuild." For the spirit of the Angelino is as the phoenix rising from the ashes. Thus on the seventh day the fires raged on, and the people endured, their faith tested but not broken. And it was written that the lessons of the fire would be as scars upon the land, a warning to those who would forget. Selah. Please like and subscribe for more videos.